The Han dynasty was restored after his overthrow, and his rule marks the separation between the Western Han dynasty and Eastern Han dynasty. Some historians have traditionally viewed Wang as a usurper, while others have portrayed him as a visionary and selfless social reformer. Though a learned Confucian scholar who sought to implement the harmonious society he saw in the classics, his efforts ended in chaos. In October of AD 23, the capital Chang'an was attacked and the imperial palace ransacked. Wang Mang died in the battle. The Han dynasty was re-established in AD 25 when Liu Xiu took the throne. Early life and career. Wang Mang was the son of Wang Man, the younger brother of Empress Wang Zhengjun, and his wife Qiu, born in 45 BC. Wang Man died early, while Wang Mang was young, before Emperor Cheng took the throne and his mother Empress Wang became Empress Dowager. Unlike most of his brothers, Wang Man did not have the opportunity to become a marquis. Empress Wang took pity on his family, and after she herself was widowed, had Qiu moved to the imperial palace to live with her. While Wang Mang was obviously well connected to the imperial family, he did not have nearly the luxuries that his cousins enjoyed. Indeed, unlike his relatives who lived expensively and competed with each other on how they could spend more, Wang Mang was praised for his humility, thriftiness, and desire to study. He wore not the clothes of young nobles but those of a young Confucian scholar. He was also praised on how filial he was to his mother and how caring he was to his deceased brother Wang Yong's wife and son Wang Guang. Wang Mang befriended many capable people and served his uncles carefully. When Wang Mang's powerful uncle Wang Feng grew ill, Wang Mang cared for him near his sickbed day and night, and attended to his medical and personal needs. Wang Feng was greatly touched, and before his death, he asked Empress Dowager Wang and Emperor Cheng to take good care of Wang Mang. Wang Mang was therefore given the post of imperial attendant and later promoted to be one of the sub-commanders of the imperial guards. In 16 BC, another of Wang Mang's uncles, Wang Shang the Marquis of Chengdu, submitted a petition to divide part of his march, and to create Wang Mang a marquis. Several well-regarded officials concurred in this request, and Emperor Cheng was impressed with Wang Mang's reputation. He therefore created Wang Mang the Marquis of Xindu and promoted him to minister without portfolio. It was described by historians that the greater the posts that Wang was promoted to, the more humble he grew. He did not accumulate wealth, but used the money to support scholars and to give gifts to colleagues, so he gained more and more praise. Another thing that Wang Mang made himself known for was that he had only a single wife, Lady Wang, and no concubines. However, as later events would show, Wang was not completely faithful to his wife, even at this time. Emperor Cheng appointed his uncles, one after another, to be commander of the armed forces, and speculation grew as to who would succeed Wang Mang's youngest surviving uncle, Wang Zhen. Wang Mang was considered one of the possibilities, while another was his cousin Chen Yuzhang, who had a much closer, personal relationship to Emperor Cheng than Wang Mang did. Chen Yu also had friendly relations with both Emperor Cheng's wife Empress Zhao Feidan and his deposed former wife Empress Zhu. To overcome Chen Yu's presumptive hold on succeeding Wang Zhen, Wang Mang took action. He collected evidence that Chen Yu, a frivolous man in his words and deeds, had secretly received bribes from the deposed Empress Zhu and had promised to help her become left empress, and that he had promised his associates great posts once he succeeded Wang Zhen. In 08 BC, he informed Wang Zhen and Empress Dowager Wang of the evidence, and both Wang Zhen and Empress Dowager Wang were greatly displeased. They exiled Chen Yu back to his march. Chen Yu, before he left the capital, gave his horses and luxurious carriages to his cousin Wang Rong, the son of his uncle Wang Li, with whom he had a running feud. Wang Li, happy with Chen Yu's gift, submitted a petition requesting that Chen Yu be allowed to remain at the capital, which drew Emperor Cheng's suspicion. Because he knew of the feud between Wang Li and Chen Yu, he ordered Huang Rong to be arrested, and Wang Li, in his panic, ordered his son to commit suicide, which in turn caused Emperor Cheng to become even more suspicious. He therefore had Chen Yu arrested and interrogated. Chen Yu admitted to deceiving Empress Zhu and receiving bribes from her, and he was executed. Also in 08 BC, Wang Zhen, by then seriously ill, submitted his resignation and requested that Wang Mang succeed him. In winter 08 BC, Emperor Cheng made Wang Mang the commander of the armed forces, at the age of 37. First tenure as the commander of the armed forces. After Wang Mang was promoted to this position, effectively the highest in the imperial government, he became even better known for his self-discipline and promotion of capable individuals than before. As a result, the people's perception of the Wang clan as arrogant, wasteful, and petty began to be reversed. In 07 BCE, Wang's cousin Emperor Cheng died suddenly, apparently from a stroke. Emperor Cheng's nephew Crown Prince Lu Xin became emperor. For the time being, Wang remained in his post and continued to be powerful, as his aunt became Grand Empress Dowager and was influential. However, that would soon change. Emperor Ai's grandmother, Princess Dowager Fu of Dingtao, was a domineering woman who ruled her grandson. She greatly wanted the title of Empress Dowager as well. Initially, Grand Empress Dowager Wang decreed that Princess Dowager Fu and Emperor Ai's mother consort Ding see him periodically, every 10 days. However, Princess Dowager Fu quickly began to visit her grandson every day, and she insisted that two things be done: that she receive an Empress Dowager title, and that her relatives be granted titles, like the Wangs. Grand Empress Dowager Wang, sympathetic of the bind that Emperor Ai was in, first granted Prince Kang the unusual title of Emperor Gong of Dingtao, and then, under the rationale of that title, granted Princess Dowager Fu the title Empress Dowager Gong of Dingtao, and consort Ding the title Empress Gong of Dingtao. Several members of the Fu and Ding clans were created marquises. Grand Empress Dowager Wang also ordered Wang Mang to resign and transfer power to the Fu and Ding relatives. Emperor Ai declined and begged Wang Mang to stay in his administration. Several months later, however, Wang Mang came into direct confrontation with now Empress Dowager Fu. At a major imperial banquet, the official in charge of seating placed Empress Dowager Fu's seat next to Grand Empress Dowager Wang's. When Wang Mang saw this, he rebuked the official and ordered that Empress Dowager Fu's seat be moved to the side, which drew great ire from Empress Dowager Fu, who then refused to attend the banquet. To soothe her anger, Wang Mang resigned, and Emperor Ai approved his resignation. After this event, the Wangs gradually and inexorably began to lose their power. Retirement during Emperor Ai's reign. After Wang Mang's resignation, he was initially requested by Emperor Ai to remain at the capital Chang'an and periodically meet him to give advice. However, in 05 BC, after Empress Dowager Fu was more successful in her quest for titles, Emperor Ai removed the qualification of Dingtao from his father's posthumous title, and then gave his grandmother a variation of the Grand Empress Dowager title. Compared to Grand Empress Dowager Wang's title Tai Huang Tai Hou, and his mother a variation of the Empress Dowager title. Compared to Empress Dowager Zhao's title Huang Tai Hou, the Prime Minister Zhu Bo and Vice Prime Minister Zhao Shan, at her behest, submitted a petition to have Wang demoted to commoner status for having opposed Grand Empress Fu previously. Emperor Ai did not do so, but sent Wang back to his march Shindu. While in Shindu, Wang was careful not to associate with many people. In 05 BC, when his son Wang Huo killed a household servant, Wang Mang ordered him to commit suicide. By 02 BC, there had been several hundred petitions by commoners and officials to request Wang Mang's return to the capital. Emperor Ai, who also respected Wang Mang, summoned him and his cousin Wang Ren, the son of Wang Zhen, back to the capital to assist Grand Empress Dowager Wang. However, Wang Mang would have no official posts and would exert little influence on politics for the time being. Regency and buildup of personality cult. Emperor Ai died suddenly in 01 BCE, without heir, taking decisive action. Grand Empress Dowager Wang seized power back from Emperor Ai's male favorite and likely lover Dong Jian and summoned Wang Mang back to the imperial government. She put him in charge of the armed forces and the government. They summoned Prince Jizhi of Zhongshan to the capital to succeed Emperor Ai, and he ascended the throne as Emperor Ping. Wang Mang became his regent. Also in 01 BCE, Wang, now in power, took drastic action to attack actual or perceived political enemies. The relations of Emperor Ai, the Fus and the Dings, were demoted and exiled back to their ancestral lands. Empress Dowager Zhao Feiyan, the wife of Emperor Cheng, and Empress Fu, the wife of Emperor Ai, were demoted to commoner status and ordered to guard their husbands' tombs. They committed suicide in response. Grand Empress Dowager Fu and Empress Dowager Ding were posthumously demoted to the titles of the mother of Prince Gong of Ding Tao and consort Ding, respectively. Dong Jian was disinterred and reburied within a prison, and his clan was exiled. He Wu, the former prime examiner, and his friend Gongsun Lu, who had opposed Wang Mang's regency, were relieved of their posts. Wu Jianglong, the governor of the Nan Commandery, who had rejected Wang Mang's advances to serve as a political ally, was falsely accused of having falsely accused the innocent Princess Dowager Feng Yuan of Zhongshan of witchcraft in 06 CE, and he, along with the real co-conspirators against Princess Dowager Feng, were exiled. Wang, having thus consolidated his power, began to further build up his personality cult, encouraging others to submit false prophecies in which he was mentioned as the second coming of Ji Dan, the Duke of Zhou, and the regent for King Cheng of Zhou, or other great mythical personalities. This included numerous changes to officials' titles and even to geographical locations. To prevent Emperor Ping's maternal uncles of the Wei clan from becoming powerful, he ordered that they, along with Emperor Ping's mother consort Wei, not be allowed to visit him in the capital. In 01 CE, after bribing the distant Yushang tribes to submit offerings of an albino pheasant, Wang was successful in having his followers persuade Grand Empress Dowager Wang to create him the Duke of Anhan, even though the Han nobility system did not include dukes and no duke had ever been created in Han history up to that point, to let his title parallel that of the Duke of Zhou. Believing her nephew to be truly faithful, Grand Empress Dowager Wang further transferred more of her authority to him. In 02 CE, Wang Mang issued a list of regulations to the ally vassal Zhongyu, which the Zhongyu Chani Nangzhaizi obeyed. But Wang Mang's tone of treating Zhongyu as a subordinate state rather than an ally offended Nangzhaizi, which would foreshadow the eventual breakdown of relationships with the Zhongyu. Also in 02 CE, Wang Mang decided to have his daughter married to Emperor Ping to further affirm his position. Initially, he started a selection process of eligible noble young ladies. However, in an act of false modesty intended to create the opposite result, he then petitioned Grand Empress Dowager Wang that his daughter not be considered, and then started a petition drive by the people to have his daughter selected as empress. The petitioners stormed the outside of the palace, and Grand Empress Dowager Wang, overwhelmed by the display of affection for Wang Mang, ordered that Wang Mang's daughter be made empress. In 04 CE, Emperor Ping officially married her and made her empress. Wang Mang's son Wang Yu disagreed with his father's dictatorial regime and programmed to build up his personality cult. Afraid that in the future the Wangs would receive a backlash when Emperor Ping was grown He therefore formed friendships with Emperor Ping's Wei uncles, and told consort Wei to offer assurances to Wang Mang that she would not act as Emperor Ai's mother and grandmother did, trying to become an Empress Dowager. Wang Mang still refused to let her visit the capital. In 03 CE, Wang Yu formed a conspiracy with his teacher Wu Zhang, his brother-in-law Lu Quan, and the Weiss, to try to see what they could do to break Wang Mang's dictatorial hold. They decided that they would create what appeared to be supernatural incidents to make Wang Mang concerned, and then have Wu try to persuade Wang Mang to transfer power to the Weiss. Wang Yu told Lu to toss a bottle of blood onto Wang Mang's mansion door to create that effect, but Lu was discovered by Wang Mang's guards. Wang Mang then arrested Huang Yu, who committed suicide, and his wife Lu Yan was executed. Wang Mang subsequently executed the entire Wei clan, except for consort Wei. Wu was cut in half and then drawn and quartered. Wang Mang took this opportunity to further wipe out potential enemies by torturing Wang Yu and Lu's co-conspirators, arresting anyone that they mentioned, and having them either executed or forced to commit suicide. The victims of this purge included Emperor Yuan's sister Princess Jingwu, Wang Mang's own uncle Wang Li, and his own cousin Wang Ren. He falsely told Grand Empress Dowager Wang, however, that they had died of illnesses. Many other officials who were not willing to follow Wang Mang were also victimized in this purge. After this, Wang Mang's hold on power became absolute. In 05 CE, Wang Mang revived an ancient ceremony intended for those who have made great contributions to the state, and had himself given the 9 bestowments. Circa 05 CE, Emperor Ping, having grown older, appeared to grow out of a heart condition from which he suffered as a child, and it became fairly plain that he resented Huang for slaughtering his uncles and not allowing his mother to visit him in Chang'an. Wang therefore resolved to murder the emperor. In the winter of 05 CE, Wang submitted pepper wine to the 13-year-old emperor, but had the wine spiked with poison. As the emperor was suffering the effects of the poison, Wang wrote a secret petition to the gods, in which he offered to substitute his life for Emperor Ping's, and then had the petition locked away. After a few days of suffering, Emperor Ping died.